So let's talk about addition and subtraction of sorts. We have rules. So we have here the first rule: x root of k plus y root of a is equals x plus y root of k. And also for x root of k minus y root of plus x minus y root of k. So this means we can only add sorts with the same root. We have here root of k and we have here root of k. So if we say here 2 root 3 plus 3 root 3, this is simply 2, the other numbers, here 2, this is our x and this is our y. So 2 plus 3 is 5. So this will be 5 now root of 3. So this is the addition rule. So for the subtraction rule, same. Let's say 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2. This is simply subtract 3 and 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So you just write root of 2. Root of 2. Remember, there's 1 outside here. You don't need to write it. So this illustrates the addition and subtraction. Remember, root of 7 minus root of 2 is not equal to root of 5. Don't ever do that mistake. And likewise, root of 5 plus root of 2 is not equal to root of 7. Don't do this mistake whenever you are solving. So you only add sorts with the same root. So we have here a few examples to illustrate this. We have root of 7 plus root of 7. You can add this because they have the same root. So here, just say here it's 1 in front of this, here is 1. So this simply, you can simply write this as 2, 1 plus 1 is 2, from the roots x plus y. The x here is 1 and the y here is 1. So this becomes 2 and then root of 7. So again we have 2 root 4 minus 4 root 4. So if you add, as you subtract this, we have here root of 4, root of 4. You can subtract this since they have the same root. 2, here is simply 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So this is simply equal to root of 4. 2 minus 1 is 1. So here again we try to add. Let's add these ones. We have here root 3 minus 2 root 3 plus 4 root 5 minus 6 root 5. So what we do here, we collect like terms. Root 3, you don't need to collect like terms, say, but these ones are already together. Root 3 and 2 root 3, we have 4 root 5 minus 6 root 5. So we're going to add the ones with the same root, or we subtract the ones with the same root. So we have here root 3 minus 2 root 3. You can subtract this 2 because they have the same root. You have here 1. This is 1 minus 2. This is simply 1 minus 2 is minus 1. This is simply minus root 3. Minus 1, you can write this as minus root 3. And then we have plus 4 minus 6 root 5. This you can add them since they have the same. You can subtract them since they have the same root 5 and root 5. 4, yeah, our x here is 4 and our y is again is 6. 4 minus 6 is minus 2. So you write minus 2 root of 5. Minus 2 root of 5. So this is the answer for this question. So let's have the other question here, which says 3 root 2 minus 4 root 4. So here we collect root 2 and then try to simplify. So let's say 3 root 2, we have minus 6 root 2, bring it closer to this, and then we have plus 7 root 2. We bring the root 2 together, and then let's add minus 4 root 4. So we're just going to add this ones here, subtract, and then add to this 3 minus 6 root 2. We can, since they have the same root, we can subtract them. 3 minus 6 is minus 3, minus 3, 3 minus 6 minus 3, then you are able to 2. Let's get 3 plus 7 root 2, minus 4 root of 4. You can subtract this, minus 3 root 2 plus 7 root 2, since they have the same root. Minus 3 plus 7 is plus 4, because the bigger number is 7 and the sign of 7 is plus. So this is 4 root 2 minus 4 root of 4. So this is our answer for this question. So let's move on to, so let's talk about multiplication of surds. Multiplication of surds, we have rules we need to follow if you are multiplying surds. We have here these rules. We have the first rule says root a multiplied by root a is equals to, in bracket, root a all square, which is equals to a. If we illustrate this, let's say we have root 3 multiply, let's say 3 multiplied by root 3. We have the same root. We have 3 here, we have 3 here, so we're just going to write this is power 1 and this is power 1. This will be equal to bracket root of 3, put this in bracket. So if you square this, the square root sign goes, square cancels square, this square here cancels this, so we're just going to be left with 3 as our answer. Again, the second rule for multiplication says root a all square. So let's illustrate this. Let's write square root of, let's say square root of 2 all square. So it's not going to be, if you want you can write, let's say this 2 square, this is equals to now root of, write this, let's say this is 4. If you write 4, the square root of 4 is 2. So it's the same as this square here cancels this, so the answer is equals to 2. So again, if we have two roots like this and they are different, we have, let's say we have root a times root b, this is equals to a times you multiply the 2, since they are different. Let's say we have root 3 multiplied by root 2. Since they are different, we're going to multiply. This is a, this is our a, and this is our b. A times b, that is 3 times 2 is 6. So we're going to be left with here, we're going to have here, this becomes a times b, which is 3 times 2. So our value here for this will be 6. 3 times 2 is 6. So we've illustrated this third rule. So let's move on to another rule, which is the fourth rule. Root of a upon root of b is equals to all root of a upon b. So if we illustrate this, let's say we have root 3 divided by root 2. So you can write this as, this is equal to root of all root of, let's say we have here 3 over 2 over 2. So this will be, this is how you're going to write this. So again, let's illustrate. We have a times root of b times root c is equals to a, is a. So here there's nothing here, so this is a times 1, and then with b times root c is root BC. So let's illustrate this fifth rule. Let's say we have two roots root 5 multiplied by root 3. So here we have just 1. So this becomes 2 times 1, the power here. There's nothing here, so you take it as 1. 2 times 1 is 2. So you're going to have 2. And then the powers, which is B and C, 5 times 3, right? Root of 5 times 3, which is 15. So our answer here will be equal to 2 root of, so this is 15. So this is what we're going to be left with, 2 root of 15. So this illustrates this fifth rule. Let's again talk about the sixth rule of surd, of multiplication of surds. From the multiplication of surds, we have again a root of b times root of times c root of d. This is because we multiply the letters outside. A times c, ac, and then root b times root d is root bc, root b d. So this is supposed to be bd. So let's illustrate this. A times, let's say 2 or 3. 2 or 3 here multiplied by 4 root 2. 4 root 2. So here our A is 2, our C is 4. So AC is 2 times 4, this here gives you 8. 2 times 4 is 8. And then root 3 multiplied by root 2. Alright, root 3 multiplied by the 2 roots, which is our BD. 3 multiplied by root 3. Since they are different, we're going to multiply them 3 times 2, which gives us 8 root 6. So our actual value for this becomes 8 root 6. So this one illustrates the sixth rule. We go to the last rule for multiplication of surds. We have a times b root c is same as a times b with ab with c. So let's illustrate this. Let's say 2 times 2 multiplied by 4 root 3. If we do this, we just say 2, take 2 and multiply by 4. This one will be equal to 2 times 4 is 8, and this is now 8 root 6, 8 root 3. So this are some of the rules you need to know in order for you to be able to solve questions relating to multiplication of surds. So make sure you go through this. So let's start solving questions to explain this rule.